Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome to another Collector's Corner for Rediscover the 80s. Been doing a lot of reviews for Collector's Corner and lots of fun stuff to collect online nowadays, new stuff. I need to do more opening videos and things showing the vintage stuff here in Collector's Corner because as you can see, I've got a mix of both. I've got some stuff here for Halloween up. I remember having this little guy as a kid, the little flashlight shaped like a pumpkin. Of course, these are the monster cereal characters that came out last year, and I'm going to do a review on both of those. You remember these? These are coming back this year at McDonald's, and this is a vintage one. I think this one was from actually the early 90s, but the original pails came out in the 80s. And then, of course, the Madball stuff here. This one is actually the only vintage one in there, and it's plastic from my childhood. But yeah, so I've got stuff laying around. I got comic books and a Stranger Things book there. So mix of old and new. Excuse me, new. But I like to send people boxes to open and like to get their reactions. Do a lot of thrifting, and I send a lot of stuff to my thrift store hoard pals, Adam and Kevin. We do that show on the Retro Network on TRN TV. And I got a box recently myself, not from one of those people. This is a pretty large box too. A mystery box. It's from my pal Old School Tim. Tim I've known for several years now. I probably met through Twitter. That's where he's mainly at Old School 80s, and he posts memories and anniversaries every day from the 80s. And he reached out to me several years ago about his blog, which kind of went under. And he had this whole archive of interviews from 80s actors, musicians, all kinds of people, and said, would you mind posting my interviews up on Rediscover the 80s? I said, sure, would love the content there. And it's great. I mean, it's really in length. He goes in depth with each interview. We embed, videos when necessary. Just a fun partnership there. And then I grew to know Tim even better through the Retro Network because I invited him to come over there and contribute. And he's contributed several articles, some of our most popular articles on the Retro Network, of course, surrounded by the 80s. So he does playlists of songs. He looks back at old commercials. He's actually got some coming up for the Halloween season here that's upon us. And we've done a lot of podcasting together. Let's see, we went through about 10 episodes of a show called Situation Jukebox, which was really fun. He's into music as much as I am. And one podcast in particular was one of my favorites with him, is called The Evolution of Music, and that's in the TRN Time Machine podcast feed, where he guest appeared, and we talked about the evolution of music over the years and how it has changed from records to tapes to CDs to MP3s. We kind of stopped right there on the cusp of the digital era and talked about our experience and what we collected and what our setups were like and the concerts we went to over the years. So I invite you to go out and find that Evolution of Music podcast. That was really fun. But so I've grown to know Tim a lot better over these past few years, and he sent me a mystery box, and he kind of knows what I like, and I kind of know what he likes. Being part of the Retro Network, I've sent him some Christmas presents over the years, and oh my gosh, this box. Okay, there's several things in here, very eclectic. So let's open this up. Okay, first item out, I see The Spine. Such a great movie, A Christmas Story, a VHS copy. The old clamshell, well, the newer clamshell. So I'm not sure when that one was put out. I don't think that's goes all the way back to '83 when it came out, but nonetheless, oh, it's from Blockbuster. It was a Blockbuster rental. So there we go. Christmas Story, such a great movie. It's just like one B from my favorite Christmas movies of all time. 1A being Christmas Vacation. Wow. He knows I like cassette singles. So I see a couple here. And, okay, so we got Rob Bass, Turn It Out. Most of these that I collect, or the cassette singles, are, oh my gosh, what in the world? Are from the early 90s, because that was like their peak. I've got some from the late 80s, but mainly early 90s. Here's one called NBA Superstars 2. Guy, the Outfield, Patti LaBelle, and Rex in Effects. Very cool. So you got like a sampler almost for promotional use only. Interesting. Those are going right in my collection. Okay, right on top there is this plate. I have not seen what the plate is, so let's turn it around and see. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Ronald McDonald likes to have great fall fun, but wait till poor Grimace sees what he's done. He's jumped in his leaf pile. Oh my gosh. So this is 1977 as the copyright. I'm not sure when these were. That's going to look great right up there, man. Oh yeah. Tim, holy crap. Okay, so I'm I see several things here. I'm a huge Garfield fan. And wow, these still have tags on them. So I don't know how old. I think, okay, so this is from the Garfield show, so this is a little bit newer. I love Garfield so much. Okay, so there he is. We'll call him Garfield Doe. You know, Karate Kid. Wow. In his karate self there. Very cool. I love Garfield. I have a collection of or most of the books, the comic books. And here's another one. This might just go in my truck because it's got the suction cups. Look at that. Oh, and the face and everything. Tim. Oh, from the same collection. I've got to put it in the truck. I'm going to, like, put them in the back window. Wow. Wow, Tim. Wow. I'm going to save the big one for last. There's 2 more items in here. What is this? Ultimate 80s 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. What? This thing is glorious. All right, and it's big too. It's like bigger than I guess I was gonna say it was just that shape too, but it looks like it's more rectangular or square. But look at all this, man. You just got everybody from the 80s in this. I believe I might have seen this artwork before. I don't see a manufacturer on this. It just says Jim will paint it. But wow, I love jigsaw puzzles, so that's just perfect. And 1,000 pieces will keep me busy for a while. That might be one to do over the holidays, when you got some extra time. Family's in town, you don't want to spend with them. You want to just get away or do something, distract yourself when you got all the family in town. That might be it this year. And then, oh my gosh, I don't know what. Wow. So this is an Alf plush. I had an Alf plush as a kid. He's coming out. He needs to breathe. Wow. Remove battery tab. Activate hugging power. Hug me and I'll shake. You can clap your hands to get me shaking. Look at this guy, man. Oh my gosh. He's got a gold chain and sunglasses. Oh wow. I gotta see if I can get him going for us. Because an Alf plushie. I had the talking Alf as a kid. It was one of my favorite things. He had the talk box in the middle. And he, when you squeezed him, he said all of his phrases, "I kill me," and all that stuff. Looks like there's batteries in here. Oh, he's shaking. Okay. Let me put this back in. Oh my gosh. He's like shaking. So he's got the shaker in there. What else did it say? Does it say he clapped his hands or something? Oh my gosh. Remove battery power to activate hug me and I'll shake. You can clap your hands to get me shaking too. Oh. So let's he's already shaking again. So he's a very nervous Alf. But oh my gosh, this is so awesome. So he's like the clapper too. Shaking with his gold chains. This is great. I have a collection of like plushies. My most glorious one is the Energizer Bunny that I keep up on my shelf there. You've seen probably in some of my other videos in the background. Got that one from Retro Days. So this stuff fits right in. This is so great. Tim, I can't thank you enough. You've really got me on the jazz now. Got some cassette singles. This awesome puzzle. Wow, man. This McDonald's plate. I love those McDonald's Land characters so much. And I've been collecting VHS lately. I got my TV VCR combo up there. I've been watching movies back here and trying to recollect some of my favorites and looking out for other people. Adam mainly, who is a VHS collector. And then Garfield. Wow. Can't thank you enough. So there we go. We've got some new items for my collector's corner. I cannot wait to put that Garfield in the car, man. I think that's gonna be great to have him in the car. Thank you, Tim. Very cool. Early Christmas present, and everything you picked out is so me. So thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed watching my reaction to all this 80s goodness. And man, I'd so appreciate it. I love giving gifts. I love watching people's reactions. So Tim, if you're watching, hopefully you got some enjoyment out of my reaction to all this stuff, because this was really cool. All right, that's all for now. Thanks for watching Collector's Corner right here on Rediscover the 80s, and we'll catch you next time.